As a result of the First World War, Canada was able to finally step out from under the shadow of Great Britain and take its place amongst the nations of the world. That's quite the quote and really puts into perspective the place that the trucking industry kind of sits in our history. Can you explain how the establishment of the Canada Highway Act in 1919 and the development of roads was really important as a precursor to the establishment of the trucking industry? Walk us through a little bit of a history lesson there.
And basically, the way that worked is the federal government was going to give us 40% of all the monies required in order to produce roads. So you can see in places like Ontario that really exploded the amount of roads that they could produce. In Atlantic Canada, it was a little bit more difficult because 40%, while a huge amount of the cost of building a road, especially at the time, is much harder when we're in such a disparate kind of rugged land, especially when you get to Cape Breton, Newfoundland, PEI. At the time, PEI didn't have a quarry, so they actually had to ferry all of the crushed stone from the mainland for them to even start building the roads. This was kind of the first steps for Canada to making its kind of impact across those new arteries and those new roadways that were going to become, what we enjoy today.